Hey, what's up, the Gamers Playground? I'm the TheFPSJerry, and this is some Modern Warfare 2 Resurgence from a while back. It's on Overgrown Team Deathmatch, like I said. I'm not going to talk too much about the gameplay. I mean, Team Deathmatch, really, what can you talk about? Overgrown's a good map. I mean, I can talk about the map a bit, but you've all heard it before. Team Deathmatch is not much to do, you know, just patrol the edges of the map, walk around in circles, trying to kill people. I was using in this game the Famas with holographic, Scavenger Pro, Stopping Pro, Ninja Pro, and I can't even remember what my secondary was. Hold on. Oh, it was the Spaz 12, yeah, as you can see here. But apart from that, not much to talk about in this game. I think I'm going to talk a bit about what happened at E3. I know it was last week or whatever, but it was still pretty good. A lot of things to look forward to. Of course, Black Ops, which I'm sure everybody will be interested in. It was a short demo, of course. People complain about it showcasing the noob tube, but that doesn't affect me. It could only be single player. They could buff it badly in multiplayer if it is included. I'm just going to wait till I see some multiplayer trailers and gameplay. And then there's also a few things I wouldn't be interested in that maybe, this Blacklight Tango Down looked interesting. I've been following Respawn's coverage of E3. Well, I was following it. They've still got a few videos going down of it, but I was following that. And it looked interesting. It's only downloadable content, multiplayer only, a first-person shooter, a bit futuristic with a lot of customization, and for only $15 I think on Xbox Live, PSN, whatever the equivalent is, on the arcade thing, and it looked very interesting. Like I said, I mean, it'll be well worth that money. I hate it when games like things like Medal of Honor. I haven't played the beta yet for that because as I'm recording this, it hasn't come out on 360 yet because it was delayed. And for once, PSN, or PS3 I should say, doesn't get anything that's delayed. It's usually PS3 that gets things later. So, a bit gutted about that because I pre-ordered it, got the beta code because I wanted to try it out. Heard it's a copy of Battlefield by Company 2 really, but I've heard it plays slightly differently and more like a Battlefield Modern Warfare mix. What I was trying to say. But, like I said, that kind of game, if it's just sort of a mix and it's just sort of Battlefield by Company 2 with added in a few weapons, they should charge that as a downloadable game for $15–20. I mean, you get ripped off these days with these $60–70 games or whatever. I'm speaking in dollars here because that's what I've heard they are, even though I'm in the UK and I deal in pounds. So yeah, whatever that is in conversion, but it's very interesting. Also I saw Fisticuffs posted a video a few weeks ago from a game called Breach, which sort of looks interesting, another downloadable online shooter, which basically offers first person, but with third person cover system, with full destructibility, even more than Battlefield, where basically he was saying you would shoot a wall with a high caliber round, it would take away each brick, and then you would shoot it a plank of wood with, normal assault rifle caliber rounds, and it would, sort of take out that plank by plank, which seems very interesting. I'll probably download that when it comes out, because it's cheap. I mean, for the two prices of those two downloadable multiplayer shooters, I could, get a game. Well, no, even more, I could get like 2 games. So, these downloadable shooters seem to be coming out thick and fast. Well, not really, but I think they're on the rise, and I think they could be very interesting. My voice is going a bit here. So, also, what else has been going on at E3? Not too much really. There's been a lot of interesting games, the usual stuff. There's been stuff on Fallout New Vegas, which I'm not a big fan of. Never really played Fallout 3, so not really into that. Then there's been games like Rage, which looks very interesting. Never really heard of it, but it's sort of a open world first person shooter, sort of like Fallout, combined with sort of racing elements, combined with all different kind of games shoved together. Looks quite interesting. I don't think it's coming out till next year, but I think that's one to watch out for and probably end up getting. And then there's been a few other things. Fear 3, I never really played other Fears. Or is it Fear 3? I think it's Fear 3. Never really been interested in that, but it's always worth a look at. And then there's also a few fighting games, Marvel vs Capcom. It's the other one, Marvel vs Capcom. I've never really been bothered with fighting games like Tekken and all that kind of crap. It's just not really interested me too much, so I wasn't really bothered about that. mainly just the bigger games and a few surprises like there's downloadable shooters, and of course there's few things about Medal of Honor, but we all know the beta's out for that, only on PS3 of course and PC, but again, interesting stuff. So also, if anyone likes Crackdown, there's the Crackdown 2 talked about, all lots of different kind of stuff, but the other main things were what I was interested in. So there's still a few minutes left in this game. I'll talk a bit about the Famas and the holographic sight on it. I prefer using holographic lately just because it gives better accuracy. The holographic provides more auto aim as opposed to the red dot, as in if the target is, like when you zoom in, if the target is closer, you know if you've played the missions on single player and it tells you, you zoom in near the target and it auto aims onto it, and then you release LT and hold LT and it goes back into it, that kind of stuff. Well, it's like that on multiplayer but very minimized, and of course with holographic, especially on the burst fire weapons like the M16, the Famas, it offers a lot more auto aim compared to the red dot, so it can be favourable. Other people say it's not good because of the big dot, which can prevent more precision aiming, but I don't think it bothers me too much. I guess if I'm having a good day shooting and I want to be really precise, I guess I'll go with the red dot, but really I don't think there's much of a better sight. I think it's completely personal preference and how I'm feeling, so I don't really think there's too much to go on that really. With the M16, I think holographic apparently appears to reduce recoil or tightens the groupings. I think it does. The M16 has less spread than the Famas, more spread than the Famas, which is why the Famas is a better weapon in my opinion, because it also offers more one-shot kills to the legs and that. You could shoot someone in the leg and as long as you're on a good connection you'll get one shot. So I'd say if I'm not on the best connection I'll use the Famas, and then if I'm on a good connection, I'm feeling like it, I'll use the M16. But I think the Famas is the overall better burst fire weapon, which is my opinion, but I think it's a strong opinion really. I think it's quite factual that it's like that, and I really don't know why I'm using FMJ on the spaz in this game, because I know grip's better. And also one thing that really annoys me is how people always go on about how the spaz not the spaz, just any gun in the game, FMJ increases bullet damage. It's just so stupid that the stats show that when it is not true, and people always say, oh no, you do know that it increases bullet damage. Well, it doesn't. The stats say that, and the stats lie. The stats on Modern Warfare 2 and any Call of Duty are a load of crap. FMJ just gives you the equivalent of deep impact. Basically where it increases damage through walls and stuff. So you're shooting through a wooden wall, instead of cutting the damage by half, it'll keep the damage the same. It doesn't make it any more powerful without going through cover. It just basically means it increases the bullet damage through cover, as opposed to if it didn't have FMJ. That's all it does. It doesn't increase any other damage. Whoever tells you that, tell them to fuck off, because it's complete bollocks. Pardon my French there, but it's quite an interesting thing that people say. So I'm a bit of an idiot using FMJ on this. I think I was using it to go for extended mags. I don't really understand why FMJ leads to extended mags, but I really hate using FMJ, especially on shotguns, to try and get extended mags. You just have to run up, go through walls and shoot people. And this game's sort of drawn to a close in a minute here. It was a decent game. It was not the greatest score though, but what can I do? Modern Warfare 2, it's not always about this kill death stuff, and I really did not see the guy in the bush there as I got the game winning kill. But the final score is 32-8. Apologise, this commentary hasn't been the greatest, but it's getting late. Come and check out my channel, youtube.com/TheFPSJerry, and I'm just getting this video out to get the Gamers Playground a few more videos. So of course I've come over from Top 5 Gaming, and anyway, it's over, so I'll see you all later.